had to come and rescue Philip. He's found a part of our muck spreader. See, the mower's nearly, it's bent it, well, that could have been bent off the spreader, but it's actually chopped it, nearly chopped the bloody thing in half. Yeah, it's one of the bars out of the muck spreader, and we knew we'd lost one, but we didn't know where, and we wanted to roll this grass because Jake had slit it with slurry and just lifted it up a bit, but we wanted to roll it and we'd have found the bar. Anyways, found it with the mower, but there's actually more grass than we thought. It's going to be well worth cutting, but very, very sappy. And what feed value in it, I don't know. There won't be a great deal with this fresh autumn grass. I don't think there'll be a massive a lot of value, but cows will be thankful of it next year, won't they? It's going well. It is actually. Well, it was going very well until that, but it's just knocked us back a bit. Really, we wanted to get it because the bales will be as real juicy and they'll soon miss shape. So we want to get it baled and wrapped all in day, which anyway, his little balls ups knocked us back a bit. We wanted to get it really dry on the leaf before we mowed it, but there's a hell of a lot of dew left. You know, they promised us a hell of a lot better day than we're getting, but it's fair shaving it off though. He's making the right job. They're not the tidiest of bales, but she's coping. But every dozen bales I have to come and clean corners out because it's making belts go sort of one way or other. So I'm just keeping on top of cleanliness. And like I said, a dozen bales I have to have a bit of a go at her, which is a ball ache, but it's very, very fresh. Well, it's just as it was cut this morning, really. But it's done a job. We've cleared it up. I mean, I wanted it to go into winter like it was, because there'd have been, well, it'd have killed the grass underneath it. It'd have buckled over, wouldn't it? It'd have died off, and it'd have been a mess in spring. So what we've done, ideally, we just wanted grazing with sheep, but it's ready for reseeding, because a lot of it's like wicks and, you know, wild grasses rather than what we drilled. So I think. But I have drilled it, I have put some, overseeded it with clover. So I think we'll see what next year's like. And then maybe let the SFI scheme take its course. You know, the 3 years. It's had a year, so another 2 years of it as it is. And then we'll reseed it. But it will be doomed then. But actually it bails us off very well. I'm going to count my chickens because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swaths. But we are going to get them on one trailer. No, definitely not. We're too little load in morning, but Phil wants to be off and my dad's off on holiday, so we'll come back, but they'll misshape a little bit at night. But anyway, it is what it is. Right, come on, dog. I shouldn't complain at the sun, but Christ, it's bright. I can't see. In fact, I can't see what's going on with there. That bleep there is telling us that it's ready. It's made its 4-foot bail, and now it's putting net wrap on. That beep's telling it to chuck bail out. That beep's telling us doors open. That beep's telling us door shut. And where we go. But yeah, it's terrible. The sun's just come real low. It's about 4:30, and the sun's real low, and it's just beaming through the window. It's quite a beautiful afternoon. Yeah, it was worth going for. I think we'll have about 65 bales by the time we finish. It'll be beautiful stuff in 8 weeks' time. Let's be chewing. You can see this way, you can see what's going on. Other way you can't see a bloody thing. See, net wrap's going round, that means it's putting it on the bale. The knife's dropped. Oh, she's a bit savage. And away we go again. Just have to do a bit of weaving about to get an even little bale before it starts making it into a 4-footer, because you can very easy on this bale get belts crossed over. It just seems to work a belt one way if the beginning of the bale isn't very even, if that makes any sense. We've given this 2 lots of slurry this time, and some compost, a mixture of compost and pig muck. And me and Phil were sort of scratching about with bale, and we noticed the floor, the soil structure's changed already. It's as though it's different land. You know, I mean, bloody hell, nature can't work that fast, but I bet for what we've done, I bet it's a lot healthier soil, and we're going to do it next year as well. Some of our soils nearer home had a lot of 40-yard muck over the years. Our pH index, our P&K indexes are getting quite dangerously high, so we're just going to have to ease back on them and sort of export muck a little bit further afield. That's one of the reasons why we bought that new trailer. We'll have to clean up again. We've done about half a dozen bales. If you see, look, on the left hand side there's a gap appearing, and that'll get bigger and bigger as it stores a bit up. If it's dry grass, it just flows through it. Wet grass seems to bulldoze itself again against the side of the bale. I'll definitely have to clean up before I've done my 3 swaths. 24 for tomorrow to pick up, but that was the problem we were having a little bit with our we've got trailers, all our straw trailers have got either twins on, which we didn't want to bring because we take a lot of wood out onto the road, or super singles, or super sinkers as someone called them. So next year we're definitely after going to look into something with flotation wheels, because Phil was alright with his 6480 Massey. He pulled like a train, you know, with them bogged to arseholes. But my dad struggled. He didn't need a push though. He just struggled a bit with his little John Deere. You can see what mess we've made going through this bit of stewardship. And I think it's worse around the corner. What beautiful, isn't it? When you get older, you appreciate a good sort of end of day. You know, when you're younger, I couldn't give a shit like. It's surprising how much bloody birds are feeding on this already. All sorts of stuff. You know, not just your usual pheasants and partridges neither. There's sparrows, there's bloody blue tits and all sorts. Sort of picking, I don't know where they're coming from because I've never seen blue tits down here. But yeah, good to see really. I have a bit more next year. Years ago you could leave stuff anywhere, couldn't you? But now you have to hide it off road because some bugger will let batteries and diesel out of it on a night and one thing or another. Or just come and wreck it, you know. God, hasn't the world changed? I mean, we live in a good area where the sort of pockleting area is quite a nice area, you know, quite civilised. But Phil was watching poor old Joe Seals baling his linseed straw. And they were setting fire to bales as he was baling the straw. And I think, Christ almighty, we don't get shenanigans like that, but, you know, we are on edge of, I think he's on edge of Donny, isn't he? But our fodder bait, we've had a word with the fella who lifts it. And Najee's coming in a couple of weeks, but very disappointing. Paul, our neighbour, he was lifting his today. And I think his is better than ours this year. We've got a lot of gaps in this field. And the bait itself is very poor. I don't know whether it was season or whether we've starved it a bit. I don't know really. His wasn't brilliant though. So, and I've talked to another contracting lad, and he reckoned he'd been in 5 or 6 different flats of sugar beet and fodder beet, and he reckoned yields were down. So, right, on that note, it's about tea time. I've got to feed up and then go get me tea. So. Right, from a rough hard farm in East Yorkshire, bye for now.